Hello everyone, this is Stephen Cologne, this is Cookie, and welcome back to the NRLA Chips Ahoy Cup Series. We're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for race number 7 of the Coca-Cola 600. And previous race was kind of compared to Darlington. There was no wrecks besides one driver named Brendan Yodel as a blown engine during that race while we get to our final laps. But in the end, Charlie Davenport came to be the third winner and won his first full course race. And right now he is the pole sitter for race number 7 here at Charlotte, as we're ready to move on and see how Charlotte could be better than the previous race. So let's go ahead and get to the starting grid. So at row 1 we got Charlie Davenport and Luke Rennie. They have qualified better than the previous tracks. He qualified second in the front row with Charlie Davenport. Ain't that amazing? Row 2 is Mitchell Collins and Logan Williams. Row 3, Noelle Holiday and Simon Oskin, the current points leader. Row 4 is Lance Smith Jr. and Roy Wimbledon. Row 5 is Darren Orensdorf and Danny Silva. Row 6, Jack Joes and Don Falconer. Row 7, David Paschal and Zachary Davis. Row 8, Van Moscow and Colby Harris. Row 9, Owen Miles and Zachary Fitzwater. Row 10 is Trey Smith and Chase Harris. Row 11, Carabell and Brandon Perez. Row 12, Kip Silverpoint and Dustin Davis. Row 14, John Triant and Soda. Row 14, Brandon Yolo and Brennan Isep. Row 15, Brady Uchis. I'm sorry for spelling your first name wrong a couple times. Brady Uchis and Louis Sakawa. In row 16, we got Sophia Fragnetto and Joshua Johnson. Row 17 is Scotton and Stephen Cologne. Row 18, Trevor Collins and Jesse James. Row 19 is Marco Davidson and John Davis. And then final row 20 is Jace Johnston and Nick Wall. So that is your starting grid for tonight's Coca-Cola 600 race, as we're getting ready to get things started. But we gotta get through the command to fire the engines first for the Chips Ahoy Cup Series drivers.
Drivers, start your engines!
So there's your command. Pace cars rolling off as the engines have been fired. Oh boy. And yeah, I lost my English words. But it's alright, we're gonna get through this and just let me turn down the volume a bit. So pace car is rolling off to the pit lane as it's ready to go green for race number 7, called the Coca-Cola 600, as we're green at Charlotte. Alright, we already seen that Luke Rennie has gone across the wall, but anyways, Charlotte Davenport still leads from its great start. Mitchell Collins behind him. Currently lost some points. He placed himself for 6th after that bad North Roxborough race. But after a couple races, this is gonna grow some more points and get better. So, what he's trying to do here is trying to pass Charlie Davenport so he can get his lead. And the caution's out already. And John Tryon is stuck. It seems that Kip Silverpoint is involved too. David Pastrol, Psycho Davis to pit road. Now, I didn't catch any of that, but the caution was out of nowhere. Oh, Dal Falconer is involved as well. So does Brayden Perez, Kip Carabell. I almost said Kip Silverpoint. And I think that's basically it. So alright, we already got our first caution for tonight. While I get things started, and well, Lewis and Kyle was involved too. Alright, well, we still have Charlie Davenport as our leader, as the pole sitter. Mitchell for 2nd, and Lance Smith Jr. then moved to 3rd, while he passed Lewis and Kyle. But anyways, we're gonna look back on what happened from that early wreck, and then we'll get things back on track. So let's take a look at that, shall we? So this is where the early wreck begins. Let's look at the 14th first. He just blocked everyone while he's just slowed down everyone there. Guess there's an explanation of that. And then this is where Zachary Davis was taken out by Denny Soa on accident. And this is where everyone was involved. Basically, it's almost like a big one. But yeah, we got Kip Silverpoint, Carabell, Don Falconer, Colby Harris that just got loose since they got involved. So let's watch them. As this is where everyone else have packed up the whole turn. There's John Tryon spawning out. Brayden Perez with a big hit on Kip Silverpoint. And he's doing barrel rolls and almost have done one barrel roll, I think. And then hits John Tryon at the end. And this is where he got stuck between the white line. Everyone from the back here has gone follow-up also. Jesse James, we got a big hit on Louis Sakawa. Colby Harris, I think, was between the line. Actually, I don't think so. He's just almost between on the line, but he's still able to keep going. Kip Silverpoint still has pretty big damage, so he wouldn't be able to continue. Louis Sakawa, it looks like he got a bit of a slight damage, but he will still be out of this race since he had some smoke from his engine. And I don't know about John Tryon, but I don't think he got that much damage, so I think he will be fine. But he's gonna start off pretty back far away from the other drivers since he got involved from that wreck. But anyways, I guess that's my explanation from the early wreck, which I know would be good or not, but hopefully you guys understand that. So let's get back to the race. Okay, right before we got things started again, since the early wreck happened, apparently Charlie Davenport has a blown engine. He was just leading for about like 5 laps, Actually, 4, I think. I don't know, but apparently that just happened from Troy to Port's car. So that's pretty much gonna be a massive move for him. But anyways, since Troy Davenport had gotten some issues by now, Mitchell Collins will be the leader for this Charlotte race. Then second will be Lansford Jr. and third is Noelle Holiday. But yeah, that's what happened out nowhere. So let's continue on with the race. This time. Now this is where we go back to the restart. For tonight's Coca 600 race. So pace car is going back to the pit lane for a second time. As we're getting ready to get this first restart started. As we are green for the second time. Like Sam Oskin was struggling a bit. Just wondering if he could go somewhere to pass a couple drivers, but that wouldn't be. I don't know what I'm about to say there, but anyways, Sam Oskin is still going to be in the inside though, so not as long as how would Jack Jones be, since I think that he will get passed by Jack Jones soon. By Sam Oskin, excuse me. But there we go, Sam Oskin moves to 4th by now. That's where the other Hendrick driver, Roy Rippleton, ZA8, have been moved to the top 5. There goes Lance Smith Jr. going for the lead to pass Mitchell Collins, but they're side by side. But I think Lance Smith Jr. will take it. There goes Noelle Holiday. A start on 3rd for this first restarted lap. Side by side with Mitchell Collins. You just need to go further away from Mitchell Collins to get to second place. But he already been to second place by now. But let's see if he could try to pass the leader. To see if he could get his first 3 laps in a number 16 VOE Chevy. Sam Oskin for a top 3 position is going for. I think he's just going for a lead. He's just passing. He's trying to pass 2 drivers. He already passed Noelle Holiday. Next, he's gonna pass his teammate Lance Smith Jr., who just won the North Wilkesboro race. There he goes. He will take over the lead. Now Jack Jones is gonna move to the top 3 position. Oh boy! I think there was a bit of trouble for Mitchell Collins, since they have almost got between the white lines. But he was able to keep going, so there's. I don't think we really had to be worried about it. Jack Jones wasn't closer enough to these 2 JGR drivers, but he will be closer to them soon. He's just gonna stay there to 3rd. And when he stays to 3rd, he will still get 100 points again. During the point standings, he was at the top 10 position for the point standings. And right now, I think he needs more 100 points to get a better position to pass the other drivers from the point standings. Which is why he wants to stay to 3rd. And it seems that Sam Oskin is going to be further away from his teammate. So that's just all on him for... He's just going to hold on for the lead for a couple laps. I don't know what else to say there, but... That's all I gotta say from Sam Oskin. I almost said Mitchell Collins. Jesus. Oh, I think this is where he had gotten closer to Lance Smith Jr. this time. He's gonna go for second. So let's see if he can pass Lance Smith Jr. Alright, so... No, not now. You can't pass him yet. Or he can. Okay, well... I guess Lance Smith Jr. was slowing down from a bit, so... I guess Jack Jones is at second now. At third is Roy Whippleton as we see his two teammates that were taking over the top 5 position. It is Roy Whippleton and Phil Moscow. Phil Moscow was... Phil Moscow was 5th. Then he moved to 4th, but Mitchell Collins just passed Phil Moscow, so he will be back to 5th. And there goes Roy Whippleton, past his teammate just for second. Mitchell Collins will be behind him. And he's gonna plan to get to second right until he will pass Roy Whippleton. There he goes. He moved to second by now. He clearly wants to be at a better position to get more points other than staying from 6th. So let's see how long can Mitchell Collins stay to the top 5 position until he gets 100 points more than 50. There we see Phil Moscow move to 3rd this time in a number 3 Napa car. With Logan Williams from 4th behind him. And with Roy Whippleton that was behind Logan Williams' car, but now he will move to 4th to pass Logan Williams. And there goes Phil Moscow. He's going to try to pass Mitchell Collins from 2nd. But he couldn't quite get there though, as Mitchell Collins is still trying to save his position. Or Roy Whippleton will try to battle against Mitchell Collins again, just so he can get his position back. But Logan Williams will get in his way, as he will try to move to 3rd, and he already passed him. He's in the top 3 position. Now just behind him is the Hendrick cars, so let's see if we can handle this and maybe stay to 3rd. And this is where these two drivers got passed by the other drivers and got left down. Anyways, I think that Sam Oskin is... Yep, he's further away from Mitchell Collins. I think he's looking forward for a 2nd win tonight. Sam Oskin was very good at Darlington, and now he's looking forward to try to get his first Speedway win here at Charlotte. For only about 80 laps, which I've always forgot to remind you about that. Or we're moving on from that. On Miles with a big push by Rory Wilton. This is where he moved to 4th, but then Rory Wilton was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for 4th and stay to the top 5 positions so that anyone else wouldn't pass me. So right now he will be at 4th. Right, so he already passed on Miles. Luke Rennie back to the top 5 position. He qualified for 2nd with to front row with Charlie Davenport from earlier. I don't know where Charlie Davenport is right now, but he's not in the top 10 position as I know. But it's great for Luke Rennie to be back to the top 5 position. And I think we're getting a close battle here. Oh. Wow, Lance Smith Jr. is 1 lap down by now. I think he's having some issues with his 20 car. He was able to keep going, but he was just way slower than the other drivers. Which I don't know what the problem here is, but I think he needs to pit. I think he needs to pit soon. And I think this is just going to be a battle for the lead against between Mitchell Collins. Let's fight against Simon Oskin, who is clearly leading the most laps here at Charlotte. The same thing for he have experienced from Darlington. But I don't think Mitchell Collins wouldn't want Sim Oskin to win and get a 2nd win before he does. That's all I gotta say for that. Anyways, Rory Robertson has moved to 3rd. Since Logan Williams have gone slower a bit. They have moved to 7th. 7th? Yeah, I think it's 7th. And Luke Rennie has gone to 4th. Let's see if he can pass Roy Robertson for a top 3 spot. And Jack Jones that just moved up to the top 5 position. Would it be possible for Luke Rennie to have a chance to pass Roy Wimbledon, since he have gotten closer to the back of his car? Can he do it at the front stretch? No, he won't. He's just gonna stay behind him. But Jack Jones will pass Luke Rennie. At least try to, since they're side by side for now. Oh, could this be a sign that Luke Rennie is gonna try to keep his position? No, he can't. But they're still side by side. I don't think so. Jack Jones will move to 4th anyways. As Luke Rennie just got passed by 2 drivers, Owen Miles and Logan Williams. This is where Owen Miles have moved to 5th. Oh! Something happened. I think that was Zachary Davis. I think Sora got involved as well. I just saw smoke from turn 3, but I guess the caution is out by now. Sim Oskin that leads most laps. Again. will still be our leader. I don't know what else to say there. But anyways, we're gonna be pitting right now. And I think we're gonna be pitting once still. I don't know if this is a good idea to pit once, but hopefully everything will go well. And okay, pretty much gone a little closer to Sam Oskin, but anyways, we'll be able to continue to pit. So let's see who will get out of the pit lane first. There goes Owen Miles. There goes Sam Oskin, as he will still kept the lead for a whole couple of laps. As he got out of pit lane first. That's second, I think, will be Roy Wilton. Third, Jack Jones. Fourth, 1 Miles. Fifth, is Luke Rainey. Sixth, Logan Williams. Seventh, Darren Armstrong. Eighth, Phil Moscow. Ninth, Brendan Yolo. 10th is Noelle Holiday. So, that is all for this first pit stop. So, let's go back on what happened from the second caution between Sorta and Zachary Davis. Oh, actually, Lance Jr. stayed out. Actually, no, he was 1 lap down, so he wouldn't be a leader. My bad. Anyways, Stan Oskin's still a leader. Pretty much apologize for that. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just get back to the second replay. So here's our second replay from this second caution. As you see that Sorta have gone too close with Zachary Davis and then ended up putting him against the wall. There's the damage from the right side from his angle. And I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, I don't know if Carvel got a little bit of damage from that, but I think he hit the 61. I mean, the 21 for a bit. I don't know. It's just, I mean, it doesn't look like he hit him, but I'm pretty sure I've gone too close to him, but at the end he didn't hit the 21, so I think he's all good from that part. But that's gotta be pretty disappointing from Zachary Davis, since he have been doing good in the point standings, but he ended up getting shoved through the wall by Sorta at the end, which I'm pretty sure that's pretty much a disappointment from there. But we'll be able to move on from it and just see how this whole race could go by the end. Anyways, let's just get back to the race. So anyways, we'll be able to continue this race, as we still have Sim Oskin as our leader. Lance Smith Jr. from the front that stayed out and was lapped down. We're gonna get this third restart started. I don't know why I said it twice, but anyways, we're just gonna go green for the third restart tonight, as we're able to continue this race. And I think Roy Robertson might have the chance to try to pass Sim Oskin. Let's see if he can do it. No, he's gonna block him. As I still think this is where that Sim Oskin will be further away from these cup drivers again. Unless if Roy Robertson can still try harder to catch up to Sim Oskin. Just so I can try to pass him and then get the lead in the number 8 car. Unless he's just gonna stay to second and then get passed by Jack Jones. Which he was about to do it by now. There it goes. He moves to second. Yep, that's where Simoska has pulled away the lead. And got much further away from the drivers. And look at that move on Lansford Jr. though. Too bad he wasn't second, because it would have been great if he done a Mason move from a second, but he is still one lap down, so yeah, that won't happen. I don't know why I mentioned number 20, but I just forgot sometimes, okay? So anyways, Warren Wimbledon's back to second, which I moved to fifth, and what happened from Denny Soa? You got a bull engine by now? Well, it doesn't look like he got that much damage in the 17, so I'm gonna assume that he had a bull engine by end. I'm gonna assume that's a bull engine this whole time. Anyways, there goes Owen Miles to the inside in the number 2 discount tire Ford Mustang. As he moved to second, it just got past Warrior Wilton. Logan Williams is also gonna pass him as well. Just for the top 3 position in the freight 4. But what about these Hendrick drivers? Are they gonna pass Roy Robertson too? Well, they are. In fact, I think this is where Jack Jones will be moved back to the top 5 position. So is Phil Moscow, who's currently 5th, but he has Lewis Sancalo behind him though. I mean Luke Rennie, sorry. Well, it doesn't seem that Luke Rennie will pass Phil Moscow at the moment. So, Phil Moscow's just gonna stay to 5th. And Logan Williams have gone close behind of Owen Miles' car. Goes to the inside from turn 2. Side by side of him, and this is where he moves to second. Right until he passes him to these 2 turns. From 3 to 4. He is second place by now. But will Jack Jones move to the top 3 position if he can't pass 1 Miles? Doesn't look like he can right now, but we'll see if we can get closer to him this time. I mean, again. Oh, jeez, I'm confused with my own English. I don't know what to say anymore. Oh god, okay. What just happened? And there goes Jack Jones. He's gonna try to make a move, but well, it seems that old Miles was blocking him for a bit, but he can't really block him from that corner. So Jack Jones will take 3rd again. Nothing else to say there. But yep, Jack Jones moved to 3rd in a 48 car. He's still looking forward to stay to the top 5 position. Okay, we got a bit of contact there between Owen Miles and Luke Rennie. But Owen Miles is just gonna stay away from that. and moved to third to pass Jack Jones. So he will continue to be at third while Luke Rennie was slowing down. While Luke Rennie is slowing down. Oh my goodness. Seems that Jack Joe still wants to be a third again. So you might look forward to pass Owen Miles again. Well, Owen Miles wants to keep his position to third, but it still seems that Jack Joe is gonna get closer to him this time. And he will pass him to third, but Darren Ornsdorf is gone too closer a bit behind of Jack Joe's car. But he was able to move on. But was able to move on. Oh my god, my grammar is broken. As he will move back to third place again. See, my grammar is broken again. Jesus. And Owen Miles. It just got passed by a couple of drivers. Oof. Man, Mitchell Collins just tried to go all the way to the inside, but he can't though. Since that corner is a bit harder for him to try to pass these two drivers. But Darren Ornsdorf will continue to keep his position as long with also with Luke Rennie as well. And we have another caution again. What happened this time? Oh boy! Oh my god! We got another pile-up coming! Jeez! Wow, that just happened. Pretty sure this is the second time that we had like another pile-up caution again. But yeah, that just happened. So that will count as our third caution of tonight. Oh, Carabelle. Oh, now that car has some damage there. Alright, anyways, Sim Oskin still leads anyways. He knows how to handle it. Since he still wants to win a Charlotte anyways, okay, anyways. Logan Williams will still be at second. And Jack Jones will save himself to third. But yeah, let's look at the third restart that just happened. Also known as the second pile-up here at Charlotte. So let's just look at that, shall we? This is where the third caution happened. Here we see Scott and Trevor Collins. Trevor Collins almost just took out Scott into the wall, but he was able to save it. But then Trevor Collins, and mostly for Scotton, but both of them have almost actually, let me get a better explanation from this. You see where Scotton was too close to Trevor Collins, and this is when Don Falconer, if accidentally took Trevor Collins out. Zachary Fitzwater out of nowhere. And Scotton was... Oh, whoops. And Scotton hit the wall for a bit, but he was able to stay out of it, which he was pretty lucky there. David Pastrol was about to save himself as well. Don Falconer just hit the wall pretty hard. Trevor Collins just I don't know how to explain this, but Trevor Collins just shoved him into a wall while he was losing control there. While Zachary Fitzwater got loose control in his number 4 car, he was able to save himself in that car as he was able to keep going as long along with his teammate David Pastrol. He was able to continue, almost had nowhere to go, but he luckily passed his drivers from the outside. Chase Johnson almost hit 2 of these drivers, including his teammate. This is where still sort of have got involved from that wreck. And the second time, Brandon Perez got involved with that as well. Since he had nowhere to go, I'm pretty sure that's Zachary Davis that got a hit wall, got a hard hit from John Faulkner. His teammate Nick Wall also got involved as well. This is where Carl Bell got big damage. Brady Uchis also got involved as well. No, he didn't get involved. He actually away from it. Okay. And right until that Joshua Johnson and Sophia Fragonetto was trying to save themselves, they both got into each other. Actually, no. When Trevor Collins was able to stop his car, almost collected Joshua Johnson. Joshua Johnson wasn't able to save himself, and well, he wasn't able to get away with it. He ended up getting a hard hit to Nick Wall and Zachary Davis. So Nick Wall was just in the air. He clearly jumped out between his teammates, the 15 and the 71. Sophia Fragonetto obviously got involved. He just collided with the 21 car. And the 21 car ended up hitting the wall from the grass right there. Zachary Fitzwater got a big hit from that. And these 3 Brick Rider Racing drivers have ended up doing the barrel this whole time. Since it was pretty much a hard hit from these 4 drivers. Actually 6 drivers. We got 6 hard hits from these 6 drivers. Whoops. But yeah, that's just pretty much gotta be the biggest hit and the biggest pile up that we've ever seen from this third caution. Joshua Johnson ended up doing 1 barrel roll, but it was luckily gone back to its 4 wheels, says Nick Wall. But sadly, Zachary Davis was upside down and wasn't able to get back to its 4 wheels, since he was stuck with Sophia Fragonetto and Joshua Johnson, I think. And Nick Wall, too. Stephen Colon and Renan Isip had nowhere to go, but these 2 have luckily hit the brake pedals, so they luckily didn't get involved from it. But these 4 drivers will Actually, five of these drivers won't be able to continue to do a couple laps around at Charlotte. Carabelle was able to continue, but she was gonna to repair some damage in the 66 car. But and yeah, that's pretty much it for this long explanation on that third wreck. So we're not gonna waste our time here. We're just gonna continue this race, and hopefully we'll aim hopefully we'll end it with a good high note somehow. We'll be able to go back green for the third time with Sim Oskin still the leader and had led the most laps. And he'll be able to continue his journey to find out if he could win the second race. So green flag is out for the third time for this third restart. There goes Jack Jones, making the move to pass Logan Williams to second. And he will be able to get to second in the 48 car. But it needs to be further away from Logan Williams though. And he was finally able to pass Lennon Smith Jr. At least tried to, but not as right now. As they're still side by side. And there he goes. He's clear from the front, but he's not clear from the back, since Logan Williams is still going to be behind of Jack Jones. Oh boy. Gonna slow down a bit there. And this is where Mitchell Collins, as he will attempt to pass two of these drivers. And he will move to second place. But I don't know if he will catch up to the leader though, since it's still going to be harder for him. Oh god! A little bit of contact between the 20 and the 22. I don't know what's the issue with Lance Smith Jr. I'm pretty sure he was upset with how his performance goes tonight. I don't know. I'm clearly not giving any good explanations tonight, but anyways, yeah, Sim Oskin is still taking over the lead. We're going further away from a couple drivers as he's still not a quarter. As he will look forward to try to get his second win tonight. Just so he can get his position. Just so he can keep his position for a lead. I don't know how to explain anything. It's just, oh boy. And already with Logan Williams, he is back to second. I've already passed Mitchell Collins already. Jack Jones will be back to third. As Logan is still gonna continue to keep his position for only a couple laps in his Brave 4 car. But no one compared to Darlington has gone closer enough to Sema Oskin, who was very delicate to try to get a second win tonight. We're at a total of 69 laps, which is pretty nice there. That means we're at 12 laps to go. And now it's 11 laps to go. As we're almost there to end this race for Coca 600. We're up to total to 8 laps. Everyone else for the top 10 position is just gonna be in the middle of a single, not a single file pack racing. What am I saying? Everyone's just gonna keep their positions. We won't be battling against each other, except for Master Jr., who still does not want to be passed by Logan Williams for occasional reasons. I don't know what, but he's really not having it tonight. And we're at 9 laps to go. Almost at 8 laps. But yeah, 9 laps to go until this race ends. And I'm pretty sure by the end that no one else would try to battle against Sam Oskin just for a lead. Since Salmon has gone pretty far away from the 20 to 34 and everyone else from top 10 position. And all that Logan Williams is doing is just still trying to pass Lynn Smith Jr. But he still does not want to get passed by Logan Williams. I don't know why though, but he's still just there. As we're coming at 6 laps to go, this is where Logan Williams might have the chance to finally pass Lance Smith Jr., but they're side by side for a bit. And this is where Logan Williams is gonna take over that spot. He's still at second, but he will still pass Lance Smith Jr. anyways. I don't know if he's just gonna try to catch up to the leader, but I don't think he will be able to do that soon. Unless if I wouldn't believe him that he can't do it. Unless he will try and believe himself if he can try to pass Sam Oskin if he would have gone closer to him. But we're gonna be at 4 laps to go to end this race. And it seems that Lance Smith Jr. still wants his position back. My goodness. But Logan Williams won't allow it. Yep, I think he's just gonna stay to second. Since I think that Mitchell Collins had gone close. Had gone a bit close to Mitchell Collins. That was behind the Lance Smith Jr.'s car this whole time. Excuse me. Well, let's see if Mitchell Collins could try to get closer to Logan Williams. Just so he could pass him to third. But we're only gonna be at 2 laps to go, so I don't know if he can. I don't know if he can do it. But seems that he would get closer to him. But it also seems that Logan Williams is still gonna keep his second anyways. But there he goes. You just got a bit closer to Logan Williams' car. And we're gonna be at 1 lap to go, presented by the NRLA. Mitchell Collins is still trying hard to pass Logan Williams. I don't know if he still can though by this final lap. Right here, Mitchell Collins, who led the most laps from the previous race at Darlington. He's gonna repeat the same thing for the second time, as he will be your winner for the Coca-Cola 600 race, as he will get his second career win in that number 18 car. And there's that for you. Great job by the Canyon man named Sam Oskin that mostly led the most laps, mostly than everyone, and have repeated the same thing of how his experience went from the Darlington race. Anyways, let's look at the results. Just for the end of this race. First is Sam Oskin, second Logan Williams, third Mitchell Collins, fourth Jack Jones, fifth Luke Rennie has been able to finish through the top 5 position. So is Jack Jones, which is pretty cool. Sixth is Roy Whippleton, seventh Owen Miles, eighth Darren Arsdorf, ninth Phil Moscow, 10th Marco Davidson, 11th Dustin Davis, 12th Trey Smith, 13th Chase Harris, 14th Brandon Yodel, 15th John Davis, 16th second Fitzwater Sr., 17th Brady Hughes, 18th Chase Johnston, 19th Scotton, and here are your drivers are 1 lap down. 20th Noah Holiday, 21st Brandon Eisen, 22nd Stephen Cologne. Here's your drivers that are 2 laps down. 23rd Carbell, 24th David Paschal. Here's one driver that gone 3 laps down this whole time. Well, he was still able to try to keep his position away from Logan Williams. But yeah, Lennon Smith Jr. will be placed to 25th. And look, John Tryon will be at 26th with 6 laps down. And here are your drivers that'll be out of this race. 27th, Don Faulkner, 28th, Trevor Collins, 29th, Nick Ball, 30th, Joshua Johnson, 42nd, Sophia Fecneto, 33rd, Sarasota, 34th, Zachary Davis, 35th, Denny Still, 36th, Charlie Davenport with the ignition problem, which I didn't know that happened, but that must have sucked for Charlie, since he was not going to be keeping his position for 1 race. 47th is Colby Harris, 38th, Kip Silverpoint, 49th, Louis Akawa, and then for 41st is Jesse James with a pretty much a terrible position. Yikes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this Coca-Cola 600 race. Look forward for the 8th race of the Iron Tools 500 race. And it's going to be located at Bristol Motor Speedway. One of our another short tracks for race number 8. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Congratulations to Sam Oskin for getting his second win for tonight's Charlotte race. And I will see you guys at race number 8 for the Iron Tools 500 race. So, see you guys later.